Hi. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Learning Fives Week 3 show match featuring Team Make Teamfights Great Again and Team Loyal Minions. My name is Sir Potato the Ninth, and I am joined by my co-caster, Penguin God, and we are getting right into Champ Select.
Yes, we are. We already have the most solid of picking bands going on here. Lulu, Jana, um, and Syndra, Rakan being the support, or the bands here.
Yes, sir. I'm a little sad to see Rakan banned out, as he is one of my favorite support champions to see played. However, we will just have to see what each team will pick in response. If you guys are not aware, we have already gone through picks and bans in Pro Draft to prevent any problems that come with either teams not having all of the champions available or any problems similar to that. So all of these are predetermined, and none of these picks are going to be reactionary picks. However, I am a very big fan of the Ornn. I'm already a very big fan of Team Loyal Minions draft so far. They have Ornn, who has the insanely good engage with Call of the Forge God. But then you also look at J4 and Orianna. Orianna just tosses her ball onto J4, who slammed dunks somebody on the enemy team, and that leads into an insane team fight potential. And I am very excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah, me too. These team comps are very interesting to me. Um, and like just every pick that they're having on each side has a really good impact on the game. The Maokai Cho'Gath is just a super solid front line. Ornn, Drive, and Oriana, though, is super fun to watch because you get to see super massive combos going in. Whichever one starts the team fights is going to be the one uh, making what seems like the big plays. And Javon picking up this Twitch here means that they're going to have insane team fight AoE damage with the Shockwave and Cataclysm of Jarvan with the Call of the Forge God from Ornn. But this Yu pulling out Ignar's specialty of Leona.
Yep. Um, so we know that Team Loyal Minions' objective is going to be to get team fights off. So what is going to be the objective, in your opinion, of a team make team fights great again?
They're trying to find picks in these fights, so they don't have that 5-man fight that Team Loyal Mains is looking for.
Okay.
And they have that supermassive front line. They have a good amount of CC with Leona, Cho'Gath, Maokai, but a lot of it's single target. So they're trying to look to pick off either this Twitch or this Oriana, and I'm trying to separate the fights out so they don't get 5-man. Basically, they're trying to out
Mm-hmm.
rotate, out pick, and then the biggest thing for them is going to be the vision control. They're going to need to have those picks around the corridors and in the jungle to make sure they grab those picks before they can get to the other lanes.
Yep. So it's a little ironic that the team make team fights great again are not actually drafting a team fight oriented composition.
Yeah, I agree.
However, that is a story for another time as pick and bans close out. Um, I'm always going to be a fan of Maokai Cho'Gath on the
Hmm.
same team, just because they have, well, Maokai has a very high scaling when it comes to health, armor, and magic resist. But Cho'Gath has literally infinite scaling with health if you allow him to be able to get that. So at the end of the game, you might have an 8,000 health Cho'Gath running around, just one-shotting anybody on the enemy team.
It's very possible. It's very possible that Cho'Gath does stack up. He does a very good job of that in the jungle, and he does have very good sustain in the jungle now. This Aurelion Soul pick is going to be really interesting. He has a hard time with massive amounts of CC. He doesn't have a lot of mobility in his kit other than that E going across the map. He does have that stun, which is going to help him a lot, and hopefully he gets those AoE stuns off, stopping this Ornn and Jarvan from getting the combos off.
Yep. So a lot of disengage from Make Team Fights Great Again, and a lot of hard engage from Team Loyal Minions. So we're gonna have to see which of these opposite forces counteract the other, and who will take home the first game of this best of two series. So make sure you stick around. We are going to throw it over to some music and jam out until the spectator delay runs out. We will be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Week 3 show match featuring Make Team Fights Great Again. And this is very
Loyal
weird.
minions.
Alright, well, we're already getting a pause.
We already
Anyways,
have a boss.
we have Make Team Fight Great Again facing off against Team
Loyal minions.
Loyal Minions, that's what it is. I am going to be your play-by-play caster for tonight, Sir Potato, and I am joined by the loveliest of lovely co-caster, Penguin God, and we are getting right into things with pause immediately. So, on Make Team Fights Great Again, you got Bai on Maokai in the top lane, you got Surtsu on Cho'Gath in the jungle, you got MHJHD on Aurelion Sol in the middle lane, Nami the 13th on Xayah as the ADC and accompanying him or her. In the bottom lane, you have you on Leona.
And on the red side, we have Layla Seda on Ornn in the top lane. I'm just Misty's Jarvan the 4th in the jungle.
Speaking of walking forward, okay, you got a little bit of a stack.
Chirudo's Orianna in the mid lane, Jujavon, Twitch in the bot lane, and second Overlord playing Thresh in the bot lane.
Yes, sir. Ooh, jamming out.
Oh yeah, hold on, I gotta... No! He stopped as soon as I zoomed in.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Alright. So as we've discussed, we know that Team Loyal Minions are going to be looking for all of these team fights. And it really seems like the objective of Make Team Fights Great Again is going to be disengaged from the team fights and let Nami do his job on Xayah, get the damage out, and try and sway the team fights.
Yeah. So Nami on this Xayah is gonna have a good time because Xayah is known for loving when teams are running at her. She has a lot of damage when teams are going towards her because of her basic abilities. Those feather blades that she has do a lot of damage, and she can recall them to root anyone between her feathers and her. So she can have a lot of potential in these team fights, especially when the enemy team is running at her pretty frequently.
Yep.
But if she gets picked off, then that won't matter. You know, it's hard to do damage when you're dead.
Absolutely. Alright, well, it's a little surprising to see Jujavon building the Doran's shield. What are your thoughts on that?
So he built Doran's shield, I think, because he knows he's going to get pretty hard engaged on this lane with the Leona Xayah, and he's going to get poked out a lot. So he wants to make sure that he has health regen. He wants to make sure that he has extra resistances and make sure that he can survive this lane. He's also probably afraid that he's going to get pushed out a lot, so he's not going to be able to lifesteal off the minions.
Yeah. Alright. Whoa, getting some lag over here.
A little bit.
Alright. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about Lily Saida's... How do you say that? I don't know.
Yeah, I say
Anyways,
Lila Saida.
Getting the knockup onto Bai. Bai running away, trying to save Bai. Running pretty low, forced to flash out, and the flash coming in from Lily Saida. Getting the first blood on the Ornn. Alright.
Well played.
Lila Saida. That's what we're gonna go with. Lila Saida.
Yes.
Alright. I'm not the biggest fan of seeing just the corrupting potion building. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with Ornn and with Living Forge as the passive. You can just build a couple of rejuve beads and then two wards in the same bush. Unlucky. Then you can walk to lane and then you're able to buy a lot of other items that would give you sustain. That's just my 2 cents on it, though. I'm not an Ornn player, but I do think that there's a lot of interesting things that you could do with Ornn's passive.
Yeah, it's tough to say what's really the best right now because Ornn's such a new champion, and we don't really know the potential that he can have with that Living Forge passive. There's just so many things he could start with nothing and wait until he has enough for a BF sword for all we know. Like you just never know what can happen. So we'll have to see as the meta starts playing out with Ornn as a champion and see what's actually best for him. But we do have kill going over to him there, that means he gets the boots as well as the null magic mantle. But one thing that I want to point out is MHJ is burning a lot of mana in this lane repeatedly. He's always pretty low on mana, other than like right now because he just got back. And Shirito's gonna probably have a hard time keeping him there. He's just gonna be able to go back freely because of that extra movement speed he gets. And Chirito is going to have to play around that really well. Chirito did not go back, whereas MHJ did. So MHJ now has that Dark Seal and Corrupting Potion, where Chirito only has the Doran's Ring in 2 pots.
Alright. Alright. It'll be very interesting to see how the teams play around this first Infernal Dragon. It'll definitely be something that's going to be contested. Although it looks like I'm Just Misty is getting some vision for his team by clearing the Rift Herald, or not Rift Herald, River Crab.
River thingy, the thingy in the river.
There you go.
Now we saw Jujavon take a little bit of damage from the Blade Caller there. That was a little bit of mispositioning on his part, costing him 100 HP. But you see that this Doran's Shield start means he's just gonna regen that up within like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
He also took less damage from it, which really helps. And he's not even that far behind in CS. He's gonna get a lot bouncing into him. He's 7 CS down, and there's 7 CS in that lane. So if he gets all of that CS in his pocket, then he's going to be exactly even.
Alright. A little bit of neutral going on right now is neither team are strong enough or willing enough to pull the trigger on a fight. So we're just getting your typical laning phase going on. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing really to talk about here yet, other than that one kill going top lane. That was just a good gank by I'm Just Misty. Using his pressure very well. He had that red buff, came, walloped the Maokai in the face, got that vision, and got that kill early on. And now there's not a lot happening. The thing about that is because Cho doesn't really gank very well very early. He has to absolutely hit the rupture, or the gank is just bust. Now, some players have gone for a movement speed Cho'Gath build where they don't have to hit that first. They get Swifty Boots and Righteous Glory and stuff like that, so they could just run at the opponent and get it the slow off from your E, and then land the rupture. And get skills that way. But that's about it. You also want to wait until you're level 6, because you have that feast and you can get kills that way. It's tough. Jungle Cho'Gath is a tough thing, and you have to play around it very well. You have to have a lot of practice on it, and we'll see if Surtsu shows that he has a lot of practice on this.
It is a very interesting pick, because by late game, I'll hold that thought. Speaking of, Surtsu actually running into the middle lane onto Jiruto, not going to accomplish too much there, just showing up, getting some pressure down. Alright.
Directed camera kind of spoiling the fun for us there. Gave us a little bit of hint that it wasn't going to happen. Yeah. Clearly, directed camera is a better caster than we are.
Alright, well, back to the point that I was making.
Yes.
I do think that Jungle Cho'Gath is viable just because of the late game, and how much of quite literally, a monster you are going to be by that time. However, the early game, you are very lacking. You are not going to be able to have nearly as much of an impact as, say, a Jarvan 4 or a Sejuani, or really any jungler that can use abilities early on to actually accomplish things.
Yep. And I will say that I don't think Sejuani was banned, so that was available for Surtsu, which would have provided a lot of pressure in this early game where he's not having any right now. He is keeping up with CS with this Jarvan, which is really good for him, but he's also not getting anything done. And he needs to get something done in this mid lane, because Chirito's Orianna, it seems like he's going to get pretty far ahead. That's the lane with the largest lead, it looks like, and he's just going to keep getting further and further ahead. This Aurelion still doesn't have a lot of defense for himself other than that stun. We'll have to see what they can do about that, but the Ornn is also ahead in this lane because Maokai knows that he's super far behind. So what I think needs to happen right now is Yo can roam at this point. Nice damage. Okay, cool. What noodle fight? Um, Yo's Leona can roam at this point in the game. He has tier 1 boots, can go mid, get some vision, get a kill potentially on Shirudo. The flash is currently burned, so if they can burn the cleanse and grab Shogath in there, then that means, ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Trudeau actually getting stunned up because that's coming out from MHJ using the Cosmic Radiance, but it's hard to connect. Command Dissonance coming out from Trudeau actually disengages well enough to continue living.
That was well played by both sides there. MHJ went for the kill there. He almost got it and traded ult with Trudeau. Now, I'm not sure the exact cooldowns of the ults between Aurelion Sol and Orianna, but they're very similar, it looks like.
Hold that thought. Bai and Surtsu engaging onto Lely Sada, forcing out the flash, and it does seem like he's going to get away for free, other than the flash, of course.
Yes. That almost looked really good because the root collar and the rupture landed right one after another. That was good layering of CC, but Ornn is just unstoppable. He can just charge out and be happy. So seeing that, we see him get out of there really easily, and he stays in lane too. That's really important as he's going to get this lane pushed in. Bai is likely going to have to teleport back, and he can just walk back to lane after he pushes this into the tower and denies all the CS.
Oh, whoa. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought...
You okay, Potato?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, teleport burned by Bai to get into his lane, and now Lily Sada has the teleport advantage over Bai.
Yep, he sure does. And he might not even go back right now. He doesn't need to because Ornn is Ornn.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, hold on to that thought. So because Team Loyal Minion knows that Bai just uses teleport, they know that they're free to engage onto this Infernal Dragon, and that's what they're doing right now. However, Surtsu does know that they're taking it. He might look to flash forward and try and take it.
Yeah, he doesn't have Feast though. He has to do the smite.
Oh no, Red Team still got it. Surtsu flashing forward anyways and trying to get the fight started. Cosmic Radiance coming out from Leona. And now the fight is breaking out. Feather Calling coming out. MHJ getting the kill onto Seganovo. Colin Ford coming in from Lily Shot. Now it's going to connect. Stuns up Surtsu. Now Surtsu and you very low. Lily Sada helping getting a kill onto Surtsu. And now MHJ is going to be the target for I'm just Misty. Trying to get the stun off, but it does not connect. And now he uses the Cosmic Radiance, does not actually kill anything. Now he's so low. Chiruto going forward onto the front pit, and that is going to be the end of the fight. So I believe that was a...
That was a 1-for-1.
Yeah, but Team Loyal Minion did get the dragon.
Yes, that was. I would say that was a worthwhile trade for both teams there. They each got kind of what they wanted, and Team Loyal Minions got the dragon as they expected. They did give up a kill, but they also got a kill in return, which means that they didn't really lose anything. But Teamfights Great Again did get a kill there when they were already behind. They got the kill on MHJ's Aurelion Sol, which puts him relatively even to this Orianna. He's only 500 gold behind at this point. And that really helps him a lot, although Shurdo did get a kill in that fight as well. But getting that gold in his pocket means that he finished his GLP.
Yep.
That means that he finished a big item, and Shurdo just is backing just now.
Yeah, and that's going to be very influential in the next fight. I would also like to apologize because I miscasted and I said Cosmic Radiance when I meant Voice of Light, which is the ultimate for Aurelion Sol. It also, it's Solar Flare, is the ultimate for Leona. So, my apologies to all of you
Greatest casters in
ability name buffs.
To be fair, I don't know them, so that's not up to me to know them. So, we have Javon needs to get some kills on this Twitch, I think. He's even on CS in this lane, slightly ahead, and they each have an assist. Now, neither of them have finished a full item yet because AD carry builds are just so expensive. But Twitch needs to get ahead in this game. He's going to need to be able to melt the entirety of making fights happen to make those team fights happen.
Yeah. So I'm really hoping that we can see some armor shredding items like Lord Dom's coming in from Twitch, as well as a Runin's Hurricane, just so we can be applying that damage to everybody on the team, make team fights great again.
I agree. He also is likely going to need to play the Ruin King for this Cho'Gath and the Maokai.
Yeah.
They're going to have high amounts of health, and the play of the Ruin King is just going to get better as the game goes longer with his Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath does infinitely scale with his health, but
Uh-oh,
going in
MHJ getting engaged on by Chiruto. The ultimate coming out from... Oh, no!
clean.
Chiruto taking him out. Not a lot that MHJ could have done there other than ward up, not be put in that position.
That was a clean gank there by I'm Just Misty, getting the kill onto Mini HJ. Sertsu grabbing that up for him. And yeah, that was so clean. I'm actually thoroughly impressed by that. Good job. I am Just Misty, and getting the kill onto MHJ's Aurelion Soul. That means that they're gonna have a lot of this mid pressure, but what they need to do at this point, they need to get this Rift Herald. It's only gonna be up for another 5 minutes. So they got to posture around that area. It looks like they're gonna look towards top lane, but he's gonna try and back here and get some item. Nope, he's not going back. Cool. But they need to get this Rift Herald. They need to get that so they can get the pressure in other lanes and get what they need to get done on the map as a whole. They need to get the wards down in that blue side, blue buff jungle, and get this Rift Herald to get other towers. Now, if Sertsu can steal it with his ult and grab it on the way out, then that would be impressive for one, and for another, it can swing the game massively in their favor. They currently have no teams have a tower right now. The Rift Herald is gonna start breaking this game wide open. The teams are relatively close in gold. It's only about 3,000 gold difference, and
Oh, MHJ. That is not a good engage there, bud.
oh, buddy, that's not what you want.
All right, dunk coming in from I'm Just Misty, followed up by the command distance from Chiruto, and that is going to be the kill onto MHJ. That was really poor positioning from MHJ. He was standing in the middle of the minion wave, letting Chiruto get the clockwork wind-up passive stacks onto him. Really just doing everything to get all the damage taken. So I'm Just Misty takes advantage of that flag, drag, flash, dunk onto MHJ, and that's going to be all she wrote.
And that's a turret too. That turret was
Yeah.
low from the previous pressure that Chiruto's Orianna had in this lane. So they're gonna grab this tower. They're gonna call it a day there. Chiruto is now 3-0 in this lane. He's super far ahead of MHJ, and MHJ is gonna need to build a good amount of MR in this lane. He's just gonna keep getting poked out. He's gonna keep getting soft engaged on and get pushed out of this lane over and over again. And there's almost nothing that he can do about it other than building some MR. He does have that null magic mantle in his inventory, which is great, and they're going to rotate over, grab that Rift Herald, like I mentioned.
If you look at the gold difference in the mid lane, there's almost a 2,000 gold lead in favor of Chiruto on Team Loyal minions, and really that's unacceptable for MHJ. He's been not pressuring as well as he could have been onto the CS. Granted, it is pretty difficult for an Aurelion Soul to be pressuring off an Orianna of all champions. However, I do think that with the jungler assistance, or with more jungle pressure in the mid lane, Chiruto would not have gotten this far ahead.
I do agree. I'm Just Misty has had so far 3 amazing ganks into this mid lane. He's gotten the kills, he's gotten the pressure off with very little burned on his side. All he's done is put his ult on MHJ's face and gotten a kill. That's the big downside of Aurelion Soul, is that other than flash, he has no way to get out of ganks, and he's super susceptible to them. Even if he gets health and damage items like the GLP, he
And
just...
speaking of ganks, it seems like I'm Just Misty showing his face in the bottom lane, and now multiple members of Team Make Teamfights Great Again are roaming down, and we are on the knife's edge, ladies and gentlemen. Lilite is coming down, and it looks like they're going to be engaging for the dive. The Cosmic Radiance comes out from Yao, and now the Rift Herald has been spawned. Yao in the middle of these teams, taking damage. The Call of the Forge God coming out, knocking Yao up, getting the kill. Blade Caller coming out from Nami, and now everybody's engaging under each other. The Ray ulti coming out from I'm Just Misty. He takes out Sertsu, and now the hook onto Vi. I'm Just Misty is going to be the target for making Teamfights Great Again. Making Teamfights Great Again is exactly what they're doing. I'm Just Misty trying to get away. He uses the Flag Dragon, gets away barely. Ooh!
Jesus Christ, that was a 2 for 2, and no tower went down. The Rift Herald did not take the tower down. That's actually good for making Teamfights Great Again. That means they're not falling any more behind in this game than they already are. That means they get kills and assists in their pockets and that they desperately needed. They absolutely needed that. They're getting this gold in their pockets. They're getting the items in their inventory that they're going to need to stay alive in this game. They're already 4,000 gold behind at almost 20 minutes. That's not uh, not the worst that can happen for Blue Side here, but that is pretty bad. They're going to have a hard time keeping up.
It is not ideal.
Yeah. But it could be a lot worse. Now, if they had botched that, if Red Side had botched that bot lane dive, lost all their members, and got wiped, then it was very likely that Team Fights Great Again comes back hard in this game. They have really good pick potential, like I was mentioning earlier, and they can get these picks super easy when they're really far ahead. But when they're even or behind, it's going to be way harder for them, just because of the team. They don't have a lot of super high damage and high burst damage. The Xayah and the Aurelion Soul are very sustained damage. They don't have that quick one-shot burst like the other team has. So we need to see here if Team Fights Great Again can keep up with Team Loyal Minions.
Oh, he's the forced flash from Chiruto, trying to get away from Yao. I think that was good pressure, using the solar flare offensively like that.
Yep.
All right, I'm just Missy getting engaged on using Flash and Drag, getting out, and now in the middle lane, it seems that I'm laggy. Chiruto using Command Dissonance, getting MHJ away from him. Voice of Light coming out now. Chiruto so low, it's only a matter of time before he gets taken out. And in the top lane, Bai is saying goodbye. Oh no, the Flag Drag unto Cataclysm for Mind, missing on MHJ. MHJ trying his best to get the damage out while he can. Javon in the middle of the other team. Yao getting damage off, gets taken out by Nami, and now Nami looking for more damage. Got Lily Soda in 5. Wet Noodle fight. Lily Soda actually gets the full gets his rotation off. Lily Sada running low by trying his best to take him out, but to the shield coming in from Lily Sada. Wow.
Yes.
Camera, what are you doing?
That's not close at all. I guess Turkey Camera saw it coming and they were like, nah, you don't want that. So now Blue Side's gonna have priority on this tower. They're likely gonna get it with Nami here. No, you saw in that last fight, Javon was between two people of Team Fights Great Again, and they lose the fight because of that. Javon died, and he wasn't in the right position. He was orb walking towards Dragon Pit, which meant that he was sandwiched between two people. One of them being a Cho'Gath who could have just, if he had Feast up there, he would have ulted him and just ate him and had a good rat for dinner. But that didn't happen. He just still died, but they lost the fight because Jujavon was mispositioned there. I think Trudeau needs to protect Jujavon a little bit. Ooh.
Alright, Call of Forge are landing onto Yao. And now the solar flare coming out from Yao. And now everybody is just engaging. Chiruto taking out Sertsu and guaranteeing this free dragon take for Team Loyal Minions. It is being started up, and I'm not even going to be dragged out. They are not worried about Make Team Fights Great Again engaging on this. 5 members on it, and it falls without a hitch.
Yep, and next one's going to be the Infernal Drake, so that is going to be the second Infernal of the game. Now, if Team Loyal Minions can grab this up for the second time, that is a lot of power going into their hands. That means that their team fights are going to be even better, their pick potential is going to be even better, and if Make Team Fights Great Again can grab that up, then...
Oh!
And pause. Hello, how are we doing today, guys? We have some time to chat now.
Alright, well, we can talk about the state of the game right now. During this pause.
Learning Fives pause.
Woohoo! Like I always say, it would not be a Learning Fives game without a couple of pauses.
So, the state of the game right now... Oh, never mind, we're going to back into it. Oh my god, I love this game. Alright, so...
We can keep going.
We can keep talking. So, right now, Team Loyal Minions is pretty far ahead of this game. They are 6,000 gold in the lead, and they are 2 turrets up to 1. They are 8 kills to 4, and that means that they have the pressure on this map. They have all the outer towers down. They can start getting their ward lines up. You can see their wards are in the outer edge of the jungle of Blue Side, and they're gonna get cleared out a little bit here, but they need to keep pushing their ward line a little bit more aggressively to try and find these picks. They need to assert their pressure and their dominance in this game. I don't think they realize how far ahead they are in this game. I think if they could see gold leads, they would see there's 6,000 gold in the lead and start going even more ham than they already are. Cheruto is 4-0-1 on this Orianna. He is a monster in this game. He's 2.5 items.
Lily Sada getting spotted out. Forced flash away as MHJ shows up with the... What is that ability name called? Comet of Legend.
the quick cut Comet of Legend. And yeah, the ult burned by here. God, I hate myself for that.
Bye.
And that's about it to get the flash out of the Lily Sada. And Lily Sada having to burn flash there means that he's not going to have as much escape because these other abilities don't put him over walls. He runs his own face into walls, and that's it. So he now has less escapes, but he is already super tanky. It's going to be super hard to kill him.
Uh-oh. Bye. Tossing a sapling out on
Whoa.
Lily Sada.
Sapling
OP. Might get through the shield. Alright, bye.
Sertsu coming up top lane.
Nothing really exciting there.
More wet noodles in the top lane.
Yep, we're almost having enough wet noodles in the top lane to make some spaghetti.
I want some spaghetti now. I hate you, potato. So yeah, we'll see here the pressure going on. Lily Sada just gonna charge out of there. Oh, Sertsu going in.
Oh, the spaghetti coming out. The Righteous Glory being puffed. The rupture can't be displaced. Now Lily Sada doing his best. It's a 2v1 situation. And he is being silenced up using the searing charge. Getting away, Call of the Forge God coming out. Will he be able to knock it back at them? No, he knocks it the wrong way, but he still has enough health to be able to run away.
He knocks it the wrong way and lives anyway.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I love this game.
What a good fight.
Great.
Real close. Got down there to the wire.
Yep, real like a sliver of HP. Sliver of HP. Oh god. So what needs to happen here is Sertsu just needs to keep stacking. Sertsu doesn't have a whole lot of HP right now for a Cho'Gath. If I'm correct, he doesn't have very many stacks. He only has 6 stacks, and it looks like he can still get 1 from camps and minions, which means that he's about 1 to 2 behind where he needs to be right now.
Yeah, we're on a knife's edge. Is both teams are near the bottom lane. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I would love to see more than 6 stacks of Cho'Gath. I don't think he's used all of his stacks for monsters and minions yet.
Nope, he's
so
got
he
5 out of 6.
Still has room to improve. Oh, Lily Sada, I like that. The volcanic rupture actually pressuring, or not pressuring, forcing Bai away from that blue buff. He
Giving it
actually
over to
could not
Cheruto.
walk up to that blue buff.
Giving it
Very
away to
smart play.
Cheruto.
Please say that again.
Gave it away to Cheruto too, so that means that Cheruto's gonna have an even easier time. He's 60 CS up in this lane. Laning phase is over at this point, so the CS differences don't really matter. It's mostly the kills that we're looking at this point, because that's really gonna be where you get the gold for this at this point in the game. And CS does happen in this part of the game, but ooh.
I'm just missing. What are you doing? Going underneath the tower, taking a couple tower shots, as well as a couple of auto attacks from Nami.
He wanted it.
Yeah, really weird right now. We're seeing a 1-1-3 from Team Loyal Minions. That's not really your... That's not the... oh, hold that thought, Trudeau. Once again, forced flash away. Sertsu flashing forward, getting the Righteous Glory slow onto him. Now the cleanse is also going to be burned. MHJ and Sertsu trying to run away, but Sertsu actually looking for more, gets the rupture, and now command dissonance forced out of Cheruto. And now that Sertsu and MHJ have burned the ulti, cleanse, and flash of Cheruto, they are satisfied. Now in the bottom lane, flash forward from Second Overlord, and now the teleport coming in. The Cataclysm, very large. Nami so low. Call of the Forge God coming out, knocking up you, and that is going to be the double kill. And that is going to be the tower for Loyal Minions. Their Loyal Minion has finally fallen, and they are going to be forced to take the tower. But no matter, they take the tower, and they're going to be looking to move up towards the mid lane.
They're likely going to go mid, grab this mid inner, and grab the dragon right after. I do want to point out the Orc Treads from Chirudo was what saved him there. That reduced time being CC'd, that tenacity made the difference. He was able to sneak out and eke out that escape, and while Surtsu and MHJ were going ham for that kill, I'm Just Misty just goes ham on that bot lane dive, and it's super solid what they did there. Now they're even further in the lead. They are 9,000 gold in the lead at 30 minutes. That is a massive goal that's super hard to overcome, especially for a comp that wants to pick off people. If two people can't pick off one person on the other team, it's going to be difficult. They're going to need to bring at least 3 or 4 people to make picks, and I don't know if they can manage to do that.
Yep. So make Teamfights Great Again are going to be forced to have Team Loyal minions engage onto them and slowly peel away and not get hit by any of the CC, which is going to be a very difficult task. And once all of the major cooldowns from Team Loyal minions are burned, they're going to be looking to engage on their own and let the Aurelion Soul and let the Xayah do damage. But that's going to be a very tough task to accomplish, considering the fact that there's so much CC from Team Loyal minions who have drafted such a strong team fight comp.
They really did. I'm thoroughly impressed with the drafting from Team Loyal Minions here. They got what they wanted, they get what they needed, they played with it, and they are playing around it very well. Now, looking at the item builds from each person, I agree with pretty much everything going on in this game. The only thing that I don't really agree with is the Sunfire Cape out of Bai. Maka doesn't really need it. He has enough wave clear with his abilities. He doesn't need the damage shakes. He didn't need the armor.
That thought, Nami looking for Lily Sada. The Solar Flare from Yao, getting the slow onto him, forcing the flash out of Lily Sada. Call of Forge God coming in. Connecting onto Nami. Nami getting caught out. Use these. Wow, getting caught out. Result, he can still get taken out. Now Yao in the middle of the fight gets blown up. Not getting taken out yet. Surtu gets taken out by Naruto. And now it seems like Team Loyal Minions are on the front foot, taking out Yao. And that's going to be 4 members of Team Make Teamfights Great Again. And MHJ is going to be 5th. Finally gets taken out. And now the Baron is going to be started. And the... Oh. That's a surrender. Alright.
Well then.
I mean... That's one way. I mean... I don't think I've seen the surrender yet. They see MHJ disconnect. I guess he might have just lagged out or something.
It's possible, or they just know that they were going to surrender and they just decided to lag out. But either way, that is a game 1.
Yep, that is going to be game 1 of the best of 2 series between Team Make Teamfights Great Again and Team Loyal Minions. Team Loyal Minions taking home game 1, and we are going to be swapping into game 2 in a bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to throw on some funky jams, so please hang around and chat, dance around with your emoticons or whatever, and we will be right back.
Want to see me in this way tomorrow is another day when I can let go of everything I've ever dreamed and follow my heart. Can't you see going round in circles? All that it seems forever lasts 'cause you're a different person. You don't want to see me in this way. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day. Can't you see we're going round in circles? All that it seems forever lasts 'cause you're a different person. You don't want to see me in this way. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Week 3 Learning 5 show match featuring Team, wait, who is this? Team Loyal Minions versus Team Make Team Fights Great Again. I am your play-by-play caster for today, Sir Potato, and I am joined by the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the meme god himself, Penguin God, and we're getting right into big fans.
I'm gonna re everywhere. All right, so we have an interesting pick ban going on here. We already know what happened in Pro Draft. We won't spoil it just yet. Uh, TLDR Rakan is banned. That's it. That's all you need to know. The rest of the
Spoiler
game,
alert.
the rest of the game, it doesn't matter at this point. Anyway, so as was mentioned before, I need to go over the roster swaps that have happened. So each team has subbed out their mid laner. Rip them. So we have Forever Toast for Team MTG, and we have Amateur and Middley for Team Loyal Minions. And
Oh, Poppy! Let's go.
wait,
I love Poppy.
why'd they pick Caitlyn first? Fucking, I mean, God, I'm
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm so tilted right now. They know what they're doing, and there it is. All right, there it is.
Okay.
That's what we
I would
wanted.
also like to point out the fact that I, as a moderator of this Twitch chat, have been timed out for 600 seconds.
I wonder who could have done that.
Anyways, that's irrelevant.
So we'll get the lobby going here again. Holy moly, I am. This is a meme. We are literally living a meme at this point.
Anyways, we are getting right back into things, and we're gonna actually be getting into things, and it'll be
Hopefully.
correct.
Hopefully we get there.
Okay, well, I was Talia locked in first. I don't know why he's picking in a. Oh wait, that was Talia ban. Never mind.
Yeah, you pleb.
I don't. Okay.
You're so. This game is a fiesta. Typical EU gameplay here. God, what do I even do with my life at this point? Anyway, we have the bands here coming out. We have Cho'Gath, Rakan, and Ezreal from Team Loyal Minions, and we have Talia, Twitch, Elise from Team Make Team Fights Great Again. Typical bans. There are target bans in this game, so Elise was the targeted pick. And I swear to God, I swear. Okay,
There
yes,
you
that's
go.
what we wanted. That's the correct pick. Now they did actually pick Trinamir Ramus. That this is something that actually happened in the pro draft. They aren't memeing us. We are getting Ramus Trinamir in this game, and now I will point out, Jarvan does kind of counter Ramus because he can just.
Oh, you need to change.
Yeah, you're right.
Show draft. Show draft. Come on.
There
baby.
we go. I did it. I did it. I did the thing. Sorry, I'm not used to having to switch it back because they're memeing me. Alright. Forever Toast picked up Orianna. Amateur Middley picked up Syndra. And Jarvan picked up for I'm Just Misty. I'm Just Misty showed that they were really, really, really powerful on this pick last game. Hopefully we'll see that again this game, but the Ornn was banned out by MTG. So Lele Sada isn't getting it this game. And the Janna ban, of course, banned out, and the Lulu banned as well. Those were the last round of bans. And Leona picked up in the wrong position, but doesn't matter because they're just going to swap anyway. Jujayvon picking up the Xayah, always really strong. Didn't do as well last game as it could have. Second Overlord picking up the Thresh. And Nami is going to pick up the Tristana here.
Yes, sir. Okay. Little fun fact about me. I used to be a Poppy main. So, I love seeing Poppy, and I also I love really simple, easy champions,
You know what? I just
such
realized something.
as what's that?
I hate to interrupt you, but they're in the wrong order. Leona and Tristan are. So,
Well, it could be worse. I guess.
well, we'll
Whatever.
we'll deal with it. It's not worth the time lost. So,
Yeah. Anyways, we are going to be getting right into the game as soon as the spectator delay runs out. Once again, it seems like I'm not sure. I guess we're just gonna have to see how this game plays out.
yeah. So, I'll just quickly go over what I think was going to happen in this game here. So, Team MTG have like a split push and pick comp with the Trinity split pushing. The Rammus, Oriana, Leona are going to be able to do team fight and pick really easily. But the team fighting capabilities of Team Loyal Minions is going to be super strong again. Poppy does kind of do the same sort of thing as Ornn. Separates the fight out, has big AoE ults, stuff like that. Syndra doesn't have the same impact as Oriana, though, so I'm not sure how that's going to go out. But Xayah and Thresh are always really strong bot lane. Insightful Potato, thank you.
Mike.
You okay?
Okay. Well, we're going to be getting into games shortly, so please stick around, and we will be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Week 3 Learning 5's EU show match. I am Sir Potato, joined by Penguin God, and we are getting on to Summoner's Rift. The champions are loading in, they're buying their items, and getting ready to fight. On the blue side, you have Team Loyal Minions, and their team composition includes Lily Saida in the top lane on Poppy. You got I'm Just Missy on the Jarvan 4 pick. You got Amateur Middley, who's not actually on Middley, on Syndra in the middle lane. Jujavon on Zaya as the ADC, accompanied by Second Overlord on Thresh. And as you will notice, Yo and Nami are in the incorrect order.
Minion has spawned.
One day. One day more.
Yep.
Alright. Minions are spawning and the monsters are soon to follow. And we are getting right into the news.
Easy leashes from each side here. Nice auto text going on to Javon. You know, right clicking on that monster camper really well. Good job by him. Easy.
Truly a demonstration of superior skill.
Yep, clearly.
Coming in from Jujavon.
It's exactly what we needed there. Javon, and clearly the better AD carry because it just right clicked harder. That's all it was. That's all it takes to superior AD carry is right clicking harder.
Alright. Poppy Tryndamere. That's kind of a frustrating lane for Poppy, just because there's not a whole lot that you can do against the Tryndamere. But then again, you are Poppy. Your goal is not going to be to kill. You're going to be more of a pacifist in that lane. And you're going to try to just, you know, hang out, have a good time, farm up, kill some minions. And that's about it.
Yep. That's pretty much all that's going on in the top lane now. I'm going to get PTSD every time I hear Poppy's abilities because of the Star Guardian event that was going on a while back. Played that way too much. So every time I hear Poppy sounds, I'm just going to get triggered a little bit. But anyway.
You know, I really miss the days when Poppy was just insanely meta, right when Courage of the Colossus was just released.
Yeah, me too. I'm just missing looking top lane again.
Whoa. Yeah, in the top lane, Surtu and I'm Schmissy already coming into the top lane. Bai getting knocked up, the flash forward from Surtu, actually picking up first blood for Bai with the taunt from the Rammus. That's the kind of play I like to see from Rammus. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Dankest Rammus play ever, grabbing that taunt while the flash was being buffered slightly. He has one frame where he could hit that taunt, and he did. Good taunt by him right there. That was solid Rammus play.
Absolutely. And it is going to be a bit of an uphill climb for Lily Sada at this point, as Tryndamere is going to be, speaking of, hitting a nice little stun, showing him who's boss. But anyways, Bai has double buff, so he's going to have the CDR, not so much the mana regen, because Tryndamere does not use mana. However, the health regen is also going to be insanely beneficial. In the mid lane, Forever Toast getting engaged on. Force flash up from I'm Schmissy. The ghost being burned by Amateur Middley. Forever Toast running away. Now Surtu coming in, getting the taunt off onto I'm Schmissy. I'm Schmissy getting a little frustrated, and now Forever Toast does get taken out. I'm Schmissy running away, uses flag and drag, and gets away safely. And now that is a 1-for-0 trade. However, Amateur Middley does not have any sons anymore.
Yep. I'd say that was an interesting trade by all teams there. That was a 1-for-1 trade between the top lane and the mid lane, but all summoners in the mid lane are down.
Yeah. Second Overlord landing the hook onto Nami. Nami buffering, well, not buffering, but getting the rocket jump away into safety. Alright.
Yep. So mid lane as a whole have no summoners. Like, there's nothing mid, and also the junglers have no flash. That means ganks are going to be harder to pull off for I'm Just Misty and Surtsu. So I'm going to have to pick them a lot more carefully. They also know about when the flashes and the summoner spells for the mid lanes are going to be up because they burn theirs about the same time. So they can even just simply look at their own summoner spells and be like, hey, when is it coming up? Alright, we need to get a gank off pretty soon. Now Rammus has a hard time ganking something like a Syndra because Syndra has that Scatter the Weak that can just push him away. And it's super hard for Rammus to get back in when he's already been pushed away once. But that being said, he can sort of outplay it if he gets just in range of the Scatter the Weak and walks just or rolls just out of it and back in. He can get it done.
All right, the engage coming in, and the rocket's never already being used, but Yo getting engaged on. Yo puts flash away, doesn't actually get killed, but I'm Just Misty is happy with that lane gank, forcing the flash out of Yo. Well played, well played, well played.
GG, good gank. That was what I meant by that GG there. You see what I did there. Burning the flash of Yo for basically a little bit of pressure on the other side of the map, but nothing happens because Rammus is down bot side. So nothing gets lost, nothing gets gained other than Yo burning flash. Almost kill going down.
I kind of disagree with that. Nami does get pressured under the tower, which will make CSing a little bit more difficult and tedious for him. And it does give Jujavon and Second Overlord the space that they need to back and get their items completed. Whereas Yo and Nami are forced to kind of stay in lane. Well, not Yo, because obviously
had to go back, but
was able to back away. But Nami was forced to stay in lane longer. And that's going to be really detrimental because right now, Jujavon and Second Overlord are going to be able to push this wave into their tower once again and deny Yo or deny Nami even more gold and experience.
Yep. So slight advantages going over towards Team Little Minions here. We are taking a lot of damage in this lane. Poppy's early damages are really, really strong, making it difficult for Trinamir to do much. He just needs to get his items very, very quickly. He does have a 1 kill up, but you can already see the armor coming out by Lilisada. And that's going to mean that it's going to be even harder for Trinamir to do when he's get done. But Trinamir does have a lot of lifesteal. He's probably going to go for a Blade of the Ruin King first to get that percent health damage from Lilisada. He also knows from last game that I'm Just Misty likes to build tank Jarvan instead of damage Jarvan. So
I'm Just Misty caught in a really weird spot right now. Surtsu and Bai just engaging on him, slowing him, taunting him up, getting all the CC up. Now Lilisada is kind of just coming down here. Anyways, yeah, this is... Oh, hold that thought. Yo, getting engaged on a bit, getting flayed. The death sense is barely missing from Second Overlord. The masteries being flashed. That's what I like to see. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. What I was saying was Bai is very far ahead in CS and with the kill with a 700 gold lead over Lilisada. And that lead is just going to increase exponentially as Bai will have an easier time CSing. And being able to pressure Poppy off of the CS.
Yep. Not a lot going in this top lane. It's just Bai sustaining from the damage that he takes and not really engaging because he knows that he can't kill this Poppy at all. There's no way he can kill Poppy right now. He's not even a level ahead. He just takes damage for free by going towards him. Gets knocked up by trying to spin out and just kind of loses this lane a little bit. But he is 20 CS up in this lane, which is really good for him. But that's just product of that 1 kill going over, a little bit of a lead going over, and there's a lot of gold in their pockets right now. 1,300 gold in the pocket of Bai, so he hasn't bought in a little while. But that being said, excuse me. That being said, they need to put some pressure on this map. Surtsu needs to put more pressure on this map with his Rammus pick. Late game, it doesn't do as much as you would hope, but early and mid, Rammus is a really, really strong ganking jungler, and he just isn't having a lot of impact right now.
Alright. We're in a bit of a stalemate again. Just early laning phase. Neither team, once again, are going to be looking for big engages onto the enemy.
Oh, sorry. I'm yawning a lot. Anyway. So, right now, it's just standard lanes. We're just trying to get CS differences. A little bit of lead for most of red side here. a couple CS differential in the jungle and mid lane, good like 15 to 20 in the top lane, and a little bit behind in the bot lane, just a good handful. About as much of a difference in the mid lane the other way around. I will mention that there is a 1 CS difference for the supports.
Ooh.
Ooh, 1 whole CS. I know, it's just super pro of me to catch that. It's hard for some people to see stuff like that, so
Anyways, I'm just Misty does have Cataclysm available, and already second Overlord flashing forward. Very okay. Second Overlord flashing forward, not actually connecting any abilities. That was
good job, second Overlord.
I don't think questionable is the word that I'm looking for, because that implies that there was a situation in which that it could be viewed as positive, but second Overlord
if he had gotten
burn flash for no reason.
If he had gotten Flay onto Nami there, that would have been great. But yeah, it only would have been better if he had flashed his mastery afterwards.
Very preemptive flash. Anyways,
everyone
Tier 2 is in the bottom lane.
Everyone has bot.
For team make Teamfights great again, and he is ready to run it down bottom lane and try and get an engage on a now flashless Thresh and a Zaya.
He's trying to get in that bush, but they can't clear the way fast enough. Tristana just doesn't have the attack speed to do it early on, unless she pops her Q. But you see, look how little damage Bai is doing to Lilysada there. Lilysada went for the boots, the Ninja Tap Bai first, which is really good, because he's just going to ignore a lot of damage that Bai is going to try putting on him, and it's just not going to work out. Get it! Go for it!
Come on! I'm just Misty flagging and dragging away.
Pick up
Nothing.
the Scuttle Crab, yeah! Anyway, that was
Stalemate
exciting.
again in the bottom lane.
Nothing really happening this game, which is the thing is it's probably better. The scaling for team make Teamfights great again is going to be better because of the Tryndamere Tristana. They're just going to get better and better as the game goes on. When a Tryndamere 6 item is hard to beat, it is possible, but like you have to play extremely smartly and very, very well around it. And I don't know if Team Minions can do that. Ooh, a lot of damage from the tower there.
Yeah, ideally for loyal minions, what they're gonna have happen is they're just Lilysada actually dodging this gank a little bit, still getting knocked up, still getting taunted by Sir2, but still able to run away.
Yep, I agree.
I think that's loyal. Oh no, Forever Toast getting smashed around a bit by Amateur Italy. Exhaust burned by Forever Toast. Nothing else.
Anyway, as you were saying.
Like I've been trying to say, the ideal situation for a late game team fight for loyal minions is they just keep laying on the damage until Bai uses his ulti. In that scenario, it would be perfect if Lilysada could use his ulti in order to get the spacing that they need in order to get Tryndamere away and allow the members of loyal minions to keep piling on that damage onto the squishies. And now the absent Tryndamere will allow them to do exactly that.
Yep. The other thing is, if Lilysada can keep Tryndamere top lane, keep it so that he can match the split push at the very least. He hasn't gone any further down CS, so Forever Toast in a bad spot.
Forever Toast, yep. The command distance coming out. I'm just missing getting knocked away by Amateur in the middle. He's Scatter of the Week. And that's actually going to be two flashes burned. One from Forever Toast, one from I'm Just Misty. That was
and
a little bit of a
as well.
slippery situation. Oh, Sir2 dude flash?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
And Amateur Italy ghosted.
Situation. Yeah.
That was 4 summoner spells burned there. I think they all got scared.
Absolutely. Very interesting situation right there. Neither team fully committing to a fight. However, they're both going to be trading a little bit. But right now, it does seem like Amateur Italy has the advantage in the middle lane because she or he has flash available, as well as having ultimate ability available. Is definitely going to be able to provide enough pressure to keep Forever Toast very occupied in the middle lane.
Get Rex Ursu. Get his shield in your face.
That's what I like to see, Lilysada.
Yeah. Denying that recall. Anyway, so ooh.
Oh no, Javon forcing his ulti defensively as Yo uses a solar flare. Very good offensive Solar Flare. I do think that Solar Flare is going to have less of a priority in team fights than Blade Caller will. So well played to Yo.
Yep, I agree. So that is also going to be up sooner than Jujebon's ult. So it's going to be probably about a 10-second difference there. So if he can just hit it right as it gets up, then he's not going to. Jujebon's not going to have his ult to get out of it. But very well placed there. I do want to point out Nami has already bought his Infinity Edge. That is the first and second item power spikes for Tristana are massive, especially the Static Shiv Infinity Edge power spike. That's just super strong for Tristana, especially with that attack speed that he gets from his Q. Hopefully we can use that.
Forever Toast actually getting engaged on the flash move from Amateur Italy, but the command to distance keeps you out of distance. And Forever Toast does pick up the kill. And the second Overlord barely missing the death sentence, and now Amateur Italy and I'm just missing in the middle lane, trying to push up this wave, and I'm just missing. Maybe looking for Sertsu, gets the flag and drag, gets the knock up, and the Cataclysm comes out, gets stunned up, and now Jujevon, I'm just missing, and Amateur Italy are going to be cleaning up Sertsu for an easy kill.
That was an easy 2 kills, just good positioning by Team Loyal Minions there. Means that they can get the kills easy peasy and walk out of there. Forever Toast was in a bad spot as well as Sertsu. Sertsu kind of wrapped around the wrong way, but Bai looking pretty hurt in this lane. You just see the power of armor.
No. Bai is not getting hurt. He has his rage, and he's going to be able to heal up from his Q. He also has lifesteal available. He's not going to be getting forced out of lane by a Poppy. That's not going to be a bad situation for him. If anything, he's going to be able to out-sustain the Poppy, even if he's low on health, because he can just keep auto-attacking. Whereas Poppy relies... Oh, hold that thought. Forever Toast just getting one-shot by Amateur Italy. Very good usage of pressure and the balls right there.
Yeah, that was quite unfortunate for Forever Toast. He literally just got back to lane. He walked up, got a CS, and got killed. Like, that's a real feels bad, man. So now what they need to do is they have pressure. They have priority on this mid lane now that Forever Toast is dead for the next 20 seconds. And so they either need to get this mid lane or get the Herald. Like, they have a free reign of either one of these. Honestly, they could get the mid tower because it's already about half, and then also get Herald. But Amateur Italy isn't going to hit any damage on that. Sertsu's going to pick up a couple of CS while they're taking the Ripped Herald. Ripped Herald is taken for free. Easy game, easy life.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, once again, we are at a bit of a neutral standstill. However, Team Royal Minions are at a bit of a lead in kills and have only a 1,000 gold lead, which is a little shocking to see because last game, I believe the gold lead at 20 minutes was a bit more significant than it is right now.
It was about a 4,000 gold lead at this point.
Yeah.
And they do now have a 2,000 gold lead with that Rift Herald going down in the mid lane. Getting that,
no,
getting that tower.
Why are you engaging on a Tryndamere under his own tower? That is not going to end well for you.
He feels it.
Yeah.
He wants it.
Actually, Bai is very low. Yeah, Bai is a moment away from having to use Undying Rage. But now Sertsu is coming towards the top lane, and Bai is going to cancel his back. Lily-Sada. Oh, that was a very good proactive heroic charge from Lily-Sada. Now it is going to be 1v2 situation, but Lily-Sada
See ya, nerds.
says nope. Knocks him away, and that is going to be such a clean disengage. I'm lagging.
A little bit. That's okay, I am too. So, wow, that was good by Lily-Sada. Putting the pressure onto Bai's Tryndamere here. Starts to come in to relieve some of that pressure. He burns the ult from Lily-Sada, but nothing else. That means that he's going to have less disengage to match this Tryndamere. But he has a Bramble Vest, Ninja Tabai, and the Bomby Cinder. There's almost no way Bai ever kills him in this lane.
No, sir. And that Bramble Vest is also a very good proactive pickup because Bai is building lifesteal items, and he's not going to be able to use that lifesteal nearly as effectively with the Bramble Vest active.
Yep.
Or passive, rather.
It's going to be tough for Bai here. It also means that the Grievous Wounds is going to apply and hurt him even more with his Rage passive. He's not going to heal as much just from his basic ability, and that's super strong because Tryndamere relies on that heal really heavily.
Yeah. And we're getting a lane swap here from Royal Minions, which I definitely think is the right call. Oh no, Sertsu, and I'm just missing. Sertsu getting the Taunt onto Unjust Misty. And now second Overlord and Jujavon coming in. The flag and drag. Teleport coming in from Lily's side. The solar flare coming up. Now the Blade Guard. Nobody is actually connecting too many of these abilities. And I'm lagging very hard. But anyways, nobody's getting taken out yet. Lily's side in the middle of the other team. And now by forced to get away. Now Amateur Middle taking the kill. Now the Cataclysm coming out. Oh, big command dissonance from Forever Toast. Forever Toast getting engaged on the ulti coming out from Amateur Middle. He flashes off the wall. Oh my goodness, triple kill for Amateur Middle. Now by, and I'm just missing to standstill. And Amateur Middle cleaning up the fight, getting the triple kill, taking out Forever Toast, Yo, and Nami, all in a couple of swift strokes of the keyboard. That's the kind of playmaking that I like to see.
Well played by Amateur in Italy, getting 3 kills over towards him. He's doing very well for himself. He was 2-0 before that fight, 5-0 now, and he is so far ahead in this game. He is the catalyst and the rock on which Team Loyal needs to win this game on. They can
2,500 gold ahead of Forever Toast.
Yeah, Forever Toast is super far behind now. There's no way that he matches up against the Syndra. He just gets one shot. There's no competition on that end, and Amateur Middle is just gonna blow everyone up. And there's no.
Yes, sir.
It's almost going to be impossible for anyone on the other team to get onto him because he has Scatter of the Weak. If they have to layer it very well and do everything almost perfectly to get onto this Syndra, and then on top of that you have Zaya to deal with, who's also 102, almost on the second item, ready to go, dealing a lot of damage already. And you have to walk into her again. Like, you can't do anything against this team, and so you'll have to see some really smart plays by make Teamfights great again.
And it's not just Scatter of the Weak that's going to be so influential. It's also the fact that you have the Poppy, you have the Jarvan Boar, you have the Thresh, who all have their own forms of disengage to keep Amateur Middle East safe and able to keep casting spells and getting the damage outputs out.
Yep, I agree. It's going to be a tough game.
Second Overlord looking for an engage on Yo. Throwing the hook, gets a death sentence on Yo, but right now, Second Overlord and Jujavon are a little bit cut out. The command distance is landing on I'm just missing in the middle of the team. Now it's Start 2 with the solar flare coming out. And everybody's trying to layer on the damage, trying to layer on the CC. Nobody's fallen down yet, but now the flag and drag and onto Nami. Nami taking so much damage now. Yo, stalling so low. The double kill from Amateur Middle East. Teleport coming forward. Riley Sada getting his kill for himself. By in the middle of everybody. Keeper's Verdict used and knocks him up. Now by running away with command protect onto him. And now the Baron is a very likely target for Team Royal Minions, and they are rotating towards it, clearing vision. It's going to be a free Baron, a 10-1 kill lead in favor of Royal Minions, and they are just going to keep that lead growing and growing and growing until they finally take up the entirety of the map and take down the nexus of Teamfights rating it.
Super solid play there. 2 more kills going over to Amateur Middle. So much pressure going over towards them, grabbing this Baron up. Now they're gonna have map-wide pressure, but I cannot match Poppy anymore. There's no way Trinity is gonna be able to match Poppy in this lane. It's just not gonna happen. And so now,
in a matter of 3 minutes, the gold lead has gone from 1,000 to 8,000 gold in favor of Royal Minions, and that is insane, ladies and gentlemen.
it is absolutely massive. That is 8,000 gold lead at 23 minutes in the game. Now, for those that haven't heard me talk about this before, there is a policy that Riot Games has where they understand when a game is going to be won or lost, and when a game can be come back from. And this is in terms of their remake policy. So when they are looking to remake a game, the first thing they look at is a gold lead. Now, they think a game...
Oh no, Amateur Middle Sky will be coming out onto Yo, and now the Solar Flare landing, and now Jujavon is coming to help out, but now Forever Toast earning command distance, but it's not enough damage. Amateur Middle still has so much health. Now Forever Toast and the rest of his teammates are on the back foot. Flash forward from Jujavon, getting the hook onto Nami. Nami getting taken out, and now Amateur Middle actually getting taken out as well. Seltzer, or Turtu getting taken out as well, and that is a 2-for-1 in favor of Team Royal Minions, and they're going to be marching these Baron-empowered minions down the middle lane. Right now, Yo getting engaged, but it might not be the engagement they were looking for. Yo gets taken out, and now the teleport coming in from Javon. Now the flag drag into Cataclysm surrounded by using Undying Rage. The Undying Rage is running out of time, and he too falls down, but also I'm Missy dying as well. Double kill in favor of Javon. And now this tower is looking very low. It finally gets taken out, and they are going to be looking for another one. It is just forever toast, and now Nami has finally respawned. Sertu is up in 2 seconds. But it seems like Team Royal Minions are going to be backing off, rotating towards this dragon, and going to be taking out without any contest.
Yep, exactly what's going to happen there. Nope, never mind. They're just going to go for the dragon. I think they should just go for this tower. They might get it with all these minions here. Oh no, it's at full health. So anyway, Riot Games, their policy on whether a game is won or lost by just a gold lead is if the gold lead is equal to or greater than a third of the enemy team's opposing entire gold amount, then the game is then unwinnable. You see here that there is a 9,000 gold lead, so the enemy team would have to have 27,000 or less gold for this game to be unwinnable. So it's pretty clear here that the game is still winnable, according to Riot Games at the very least. So, but the thing is, you can't let the kills get to your head. You can't let the 0 towers get into your head. You have to keep playing, keep pushing, and keep trying to get these small little advantages. They did get 2 kills there, which means there's extra gold in their pockets, but they can't keep giving up towers and kills like this. They can't keep giving up the little that they already have.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and so right now we're at a very neutral point. Well, we're not at a neutral point. Right now, Teamfights Great Again are very much so playing on the back foot. They're trying to keep their vision line up, and they're trying to not get picked off. But I'm just Misty, already making that a difficult job for him, flagging, dragging forward, getting some pressure onto Yo, and allowing Javon to do some mega damage onto this tower. And it finally falls. And they are running and retreating back towards this blue buff.
Now what needs to happen is exactly what's happening right now. Vi just has to split push at this point. He's got 2 items so he can smack these turrets down super fast, and Lele Sada has to keep him off the towers, so if they make it a 4v5 they could potentially win. Or a 4v4 they could potentially win.
Amateur Middle landing the static beyond Spiritu. And oh, that was a very good death sentence from Second Overlord. Forcing a flash out of Cert 2. That is going to be one of the biggest engage tools for Cert 2, just being able to flash forward and taunt somebody on the enemy team up. And right now, Cert 2, without a flash, is going to be put in a very difficult situation because he does not have that element of unpredictability anymore. Now he literally just has to run head first into the enemy team and try and not get CC'd before he can knock somebody up.
Yeah, he does have the Righteous Glory, though, which is going to help his movement speed a lot, especially when playing the enemy team. But now he has to look for a flank rather than just running his face towards the other enemy team. And that is going to be a lot harder for them to do when they're behind. They also don't have a lot of vision to do that. They only have vision around this bot side, blue side of the map. And now they're on the other side of the map. They only have 1 ward.
I'm Missy getting stunned up, and now he's at 50% health. Soko's getting taken out, and today, oh my goodness, Keeper's Verdict. Very large, keeping the enemy team off of I'm Missy and delaying this team fight, allowing them to get the back away. I'm Missy flagging, dragging away. But right now it seems like Team Royal Minions are on the back foot. Sertu and the friends are running forward, trying to spot out the enemies without getting spotted out themselves, and are right now taking this moment to the enemy vision in their own jungle.
Yeah, I agree. That was very well played by both teams there. Each team did what they wanted to do, except Lily Sada, or Amateur Middle, sorry, didn't get any ults down that fight. I'm just Missy did kind of get caught a little bit there, but the protection from Second Overlord was very good. He got the shields gone, he got all the damage as much as he could reduced, and that meant that he survived there. But I will point out that Lily Sada's ult was just absolutely amazing. Forever Toast's ult was also super amazing. He got all 5 members in that shockwave, but the Keeper's Verdict did push everyone out. So that means that the fight's disengaged, nothing happened other than some ults are burned. I don't think any... No, the flash did get burned by I'm just Misty there. Other than that, nothing happened.
Yep, and Baron is going to be spawning in 37 seconds. So that is going to be the biggest contested objective on the map right now. And right now, the Rift Scuttler is already being taken out by team Make Teamfights Great Again. Now, I'm just Misty. What are you doing? Flagging, dragging the enemy team. He's getting engaged on. Taking the Overlord. I'm just Misty. Getting deleted. The teleport coming from Lysada gets canceled up. Now, with 15 seconds until Baron and a 40-second death timer on their jungler, it seems like Team Make Teamfights Great Again are in a very good position to be able to take this Baron without much of a contest. However, Amateur Italy is still very massive, so taking the Baron right now would be a bit of a risk.
Yeah,
Lysada is in the bottom lane right now, split pushing, and he's about to start whacking away onto this inhibitor turret. Bai was backing, and he has backed. He's going to be forcing off Lysada on this tower.
But Sertu is so fast.
Yep.
He's already there.
Now, oh no, Lysada. So many people right there. Forces Sertu out of the way. And actually gets a good disengage out. And manages to live, but has to burn flash.
Has to burn flash and ult there just to survive. Sertu, all he had to do was press Q and ult, and that was it. I think he did also use Righteous Glory there. No, he used it earlier. So using that means that he's ready for the next fight. But Lysada does not have flash, still doesn't have teleport, doesn't have ult for a while. The resources for Team Loyal Minions are running low. They will come back eventually, but Team Make Teamfights Great Again need to play around that. They need to play around the fact that they have almost all their summoners up. The only thing that is down right now for the other team is the flash on Rammus. That's it. That's the only thing they're missing. It'll be up very briefly. But that being said, all the summoner spells on Lysada are down, and the flash for I'm just Misty is down. But Death Bush kind of going on here. See if it works. I don't think it will.
Oh no, Yo, checking for some vision. I'm just Misty putting down his flag, and now getting engaged on once again. And now, big command distance gets on Misty. Platform command from Italy. I'm just Misty uses Cataclysm. Eyes is drying breath, and now forever. Toast has slain. I'm just Misty. Javon is on a rampage, and now it seems like Nami is going to be the next target. And he gets hit with the hook. Oh my goodness! The hook landing from Second Overlord, and that's going to be the 4-for-1 in favor of Team Royal Minions, who are now rotating towards the Baron, and they have everything they need in order to take this. Bai isn't even in a position that he's nearly remotely able to contest this. It's an 18-5 kill lead for Team Royal Minions, and they are about to add the Baron Nashor to their resume of being ahead.
A second Baron going over to Team Loyal Minions here, but Make Teamfights Great Again is holding on as much as they can. It's so difficult for them to come back in this game, but they might be able to do it. They might be able to get Nami enough items to be able to do damage in this game, but they can't be in range of Amateur Italy at this point. Amateur Italy is essentially full items. He has one spot open for pink wards, and that's it. You're going to grab this Mountain Dragon, likely going to force down every lane. This does give Team Make Teamfights Great Again a chance to clear out the minion waves so that they won't have as many minions pushing on the towers. That does mean it's going to be harder for Team Loyal Minions to get to these towers, but they can likely force it. I'm just Misty can dive the team here and kill, at the very least distract, or at best kill the enemy team so that the inhibs can go down.
Yes, sir. And this Baron is going to make this game a whole lot tougher to make a comeback from for Team Make Teamfights Great Again.
Yep. This Baron is going to be a tough one. Now I was hoping it'd be an Ocean Drake next, but it's the Elder Drake, so feels bad, man.
Yep. We're on the knife's edge right now. Sertu is starting to run forward. The command detect has been placed onto him. He's going so fast. The box slows him down a little bit. He gets the slow onto Javon, onto Second Overlord. Javon running so low, taking so much damage. He's feather fire. I'm just Misty. He's taking out Nami. Now the team fight is going to be won very shortly. Bai uses Undying Rage. He managed to get away. Oh my goodness! Amateur Italy getting him! And now Yo getting flashed on by I'm just Misty. That's going to be the ace for Team Brainless? For Team Royal Minions. And they're going to be pushing down these Nexus turrets with the Baron empowered minions, and they're going to be closing out the game After 35 minutes of long and hard fighting, it is finally coming to an end as the Nexus has been destroyed and the game is coming to a close.
Well played, well played. The Omni is taking a 2-0 in this series. Very, very good job by them.
Absolutely. That is going to be doing it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Or if you're in North America for this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us and watching this show match. My name is Sir Potato. I've been joined by Penguin God, and we have a couple of things to say before we sign off. First of all, make sure you follow our Twitter account. It is, I believe, twitter.com/learning5s, where you can keep up with all of the show matches, with all of the memes and all of the dreams, ladies and gentlemen. And in the bottom left, you can see both mine and Penguin God's Twitter handles. Oh, well, not anymore. But make sure you follow us so you can keep track of what's going on. And then, of course, if you already haven't, make sure you are a part of this Discord. It is one of the best Discord, dare I say it, the best Discord server out there. And it is the backbone of this program, and I highly recommend it.
Yep, I agree.
Anything else you'd like to add, Penguin?
Follow us on Twitter as well. We're cool people.
There you go. All right, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to throw it on some jams, and have a good night.
I'm still, but I can't stop. Can't see ahead. What if I fall? Without a net, where do I fall? High in the spotlight, can't fly, afraid of heights. Can't see the end. What if I choke? There is no end, I'm gonna choke. There's no way out of this circus. We paint on smiles so they can't hurt us. Cage with the lions now, begging for silence now. Trying to escape, there is no way